What's up, guys? This is Coop back again from GarageGymReviews.com, and the review I have for you today is one of the coolest squat racks that I've gotten to use, I've gotten to test, review. It's made for a home gym that doesn't have a lot of space, designed for something where you want to, a nice squat rack that's going to take as much weight as you can throw on it, be able to do pull-ups, those sorts of things, but really only take 4 inches of space off the wall. And that is the PRx Performance Squat Rack Profile Rack. Now, there's more options than ever for squat racks. You have everything from your just traditional, like Rogue R3, Titan T3, to your monster racks, to your just squat stands. And now there's kind of like been this category that hasn't really ever been around, and that is like these squat racks that are foldable, that stow away, that don't take up a lot of space. Now, Rogue creates a foldaway rack. You've probably seen it. It goes against a wall, then it folds away, and then folds back. The issue with those racks is not that they're not sturdy, not that they don't take up a lot of space, but the issue is getting it out and using it. And a piece of equipment, you want to be able to get in the gym, use it, and get out. And that's one of the reasons that I'm not a big fan of those foldaway racks, is because in order to actually use it, you've got to fold the arms out after taking hitch pins out. You got to put the hitch pins back in. You have to put the J hooks on, any spotter arms that you want to use, and then you have to put the pull-up bar on, which oftentimes you have to get up on a ladder, put the pull-up bar on, things like that. The PRx Performance Rack answers that with a rebuttal that's really the best I've seen, and that is very simply, you pull it down if you want to use it, and when you're done, you put it back up. It's that simple. So something like the PRx Performance Rack is perfect for people that don't have a lot of space, or do have a lot of space, they just don't want to take up a lot of space, but they want a solid squat rack. And this thing is rated for 1,000+ pounds. I mean, the J hooks on this thing are out of this world. In fact, they're some of the best J hooks I've seen, not just in how thick the steel is, but also in the UHMW, I believe it is, plastic that they use not only on the top, the back, but also on the outside of the actual J cup that rests against the power rack, okay? Most racks you don't see that. Now, the rack I'm reviewing is actually the Pro Profile Rack, and the difference between this one and the, I guess, less expensive one is this one is a 3x3 11 gauge steel. The Profile Rack uses 2x3 11 gauge steel. It also has bigger holes for attachments and laser cut numbers so you can figure out your hole spacing. The thing is, though, you're not buying this rack because it's solid. The reason you're buying it is because it goes up and down and stows away. And that's the best feature. It's a great rack, but it wouldn't be worth purchasing for the price they have it if it was just a good rack. The reason you purchase it is because this is the best portable stowaway, kind of like hidden squat rack there is. It's way better than the foldaway systems. It's way better than squat stands. I'm telling you, it's a little expensive, it's a little pricey, but if you want something that folds up and out of the way and you don't have to worry about it, I mean, you can park a car easily, then this is the rack you want to get. Just to show you just how easy it is, I'm just going to take it down, put a bar on it, and squat, and just show you how easy it is to use. Thanks to the gas shocks that are on either side, so they have 4 100-pound gas shocks, one at the bottom, or 2 at the bottoms, and then 2 at the top. They assist in the movement, so this isn't like you're just picking all this weight up on your own. It's really assisted. So once you get it like about a quarter of the way, it basically goes up on its own, and then when you come down, it basically free falls in a, like a really, easy manner. It doesn't just drop, it has a good look to it. Now, one of the reasons I really like this one versus just the squat rack, because they have them without the pull-up bar, is because this one has a kipping pull-up bar. So what that means is you can do traditional CrossFit type movements, kipping pull-ups, kipping muscle-ups, kipping chest-to-bar pull-ups, all those different things, toes to bar, you name it, you can do it on the bar, and it doesn't shake, too much, okay? There's really no like forward and back shake. There's only a little bit of side to side sway, but all the movements that we do in CrossFit are just forward and back anyway, so it's not like anything that really faces a problem. It also has a lower pull-up bar if you want to do like strict pull-ups or jumping pull-ups for somebody. Just to give you an example real quick. Now, in addition to the squat rack, they also sell a bench. It's called the folding bench. I'm a fan of it, I really am. I think the idea is awesome. It's a little expensive, it's around $400. And the top, it's really the same top as say you would find on the Rep Fitness flat bench. So it's a decent top, it's an imported top, you know, cheaper vinyl leather, cheaper foam, not like what you would find with a Rogue bench. But the design of it is outstanding, okay? Because no longer do you have to have this bench that takes up a lot of space. It folds up to the wall the same distance as the squat rack does, maybe a little bit further out. And then when you want to use it, you just fold it out and you're good to go. And then up. It's an awesome design. I do wish they'd lower the price a little bit, and I do wish they use a better top if they do keep the price the way it is. But overall, I love the design of it. That said, the squat rack, in my opinion, is really, you know, their premier product. Okay, the squat rack is awesome. The bench is a great accessory, but if I was just going to get one, I'd obviously get the squat rack. Now, whenever I do these reviews, I always come up with like some suggested improvements, things that I think the company could do better with the product. And I really can't come up with much for this one. I think they could use maybe a little bit heavier shocks to assist a little bit more, although it's really not needed. It's really solid side to side. I was assuming that it would have a lot more play, and it doesn't. Really, the only thing I can think of is bringing the price down, because I think it's around $1,100, which is a little bit pricey for a squat rack. That said, this is one of those things where I think you buy it once, you're never going to have to use it. But it's a really quality product. You know, if you want something that doesn't take up a lot of space, and you want something that you're actually going to use, then this is a squat rack for you. I don't really see any other options. Okay, but this has been Coop with GarageGymReviews.com. Let me know what review you want to see next. Give me a like, a share, comment. I appreciate it. I'll talk to you later. Peace.